Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pokémon Snap. In this episode, we are going to be continuing with LenTalk requests on Bellu's Silver Isle, this time focusing on the forest. We're not going to get all of them done in the forest, and I'm choosing a specific order to do them. This episode, my goal is to get all of the ones which are in the regular spooky part of the forest, as in not the parts in the Four Seasons. Basically, there's only about 6 LenTalk requests in both the day and night of the river, and there's about 20 in the forest. So this episode we're going to do the regular parts of the forest. The next episode we're going to do the Four Seasons plus the river requests. So, on to start with. So, there we go. So, we are going to start with Sylvan Sentinel's Secret Side. Trevenant may seem scary, but if you look carefully, you'll see there's more to it than meets the eye. It is, in fact, a transformer. So this one, we've got all the routes kind of through the forest unlocked, but for this one, it's right near the beginning. We need to just meet up with some espers. So off to the right, if we do some scans, there's our mystery lad up there. I believe that's it. Then we will lure this esper down. Oh, that's the one. Yeah. Was that one? There's one that's supposed to hop down, and I don't know which one it is. There's one over there as well. My notes are not great about this, I'll be honest with you. Or is it that one? It's this one, surely. Yeah, that's it. So it hovers down. So, with this one, we now have to use Fluff Fruit to lure it and this Trevenant together. Come on, both of you. Then, when they're together, hit them both with a Luminar Orb. And come on. There you go, you'll see some happy noises. I actually don't know if this is an Esper or a Trevenant, so let's see. Well, it was neither in that first instance. Cool, let's try that again. Oh, they're doing it, I think. I don't know. Let's take some tasty photos as we walk. I completely missed the chance to actually get the Esper down this time. Right, Esper's on its way down, and now we lure these two lads together. Oh, no, shit. Oh, bollocks, I think I fucked it by hitting it in the head. Come on. Yes, good. Now interact. Yes, go on, climb it. Climb its arms. What's wrong with you, you silly bastard? There we go. That's the moment we're looking for, where it climbs up onto the Trevenant, and it's a surprisingly tender moment between the two. Wonderful. So that is a 4-star of Esper, which is pretty cool, but that's not actually what we're after. That one, turns out, is a Trevenant-based request. So it's the Trevenant, which is the one that matters, which is also 4-star, which is cool. Silver, not amazing, but hey, finishes off Esper. And Crystal for the Trevenant. That was actually a really high scoring one, 4,800, good lord. Right, let's lock that request in then. That's right, Trevenant seems to be awfully kind to the other Pokemon that live in the forest. That's nice. Up next is an Airborne Boulder, which we have basically already seen, but it is a LenTalk request. Doesn't this floating boulder pique your curiosity? I suspect some Pokemon's power is behind this. Let's, of course, head to the point that is, which is the kind of first split of ways that we were just at. So here we play the melody to get this Trevenant to move here, which opens up an alternative pathway. And then when we take it, this will take us through to a season, but that's not actually what we're after here. Here there are 3 Esper to the side, levitating this boulder. And this is a bit of a tough one, because you need to be able to get the Esper and the boulder in the frame. So the Professor can be a bit difficult in what he accepts. Here is the best angle to get it as. You can't really zoom in, and as such you can't really get a particularly amazing photo of the Esper themselves, but I'm just kind of taking a lot of bursts around, and we'll see. Surely one of these will be alright. There we go, on the 3-star. Apparently a lot of these do count. Oh, it's actually much more generous. Well, it's not. make sure you select one that actually has the LenTalk request in it. There you go, that's a fun photo, and it has the request on it 100%. Not falling for that bullshit again.
Alright, nice work.
Wonderful, that's bronze, and that polishes off our... Oh no, it doesn't polish off Esper, because we already polished off Esper. But there we go. And indeed, when we lock that in, I see those Espo are combining their powers to keep the boulder aloft. How satisfying to have an answer. Indeed. Up next, I could have sworn I have got this one, but apparently not. Little Lost Deerling. This source book seemed to be searching for something the whole time I was out doing research. Maybe it got separated from its Deerling. We've done this process, but I'm going to do it again quickly, I suppose, because apparently I will have not submitted the right... God forbid, imagine me not submitting the correct photo. Either way, we just have to zoom through whatever season we're given, and it's in the second part that matters, so I'll meet you there. So, if you recall, it's a fairly straightforward process. Hit that first crystal bloom there, and we'll lure a Deerling down. After it squeaks, second one here, and we'll lure it across. Crucial thing is here, hit the one at the back, not the one at the front. Then hit the fourth one here. Down comes Espeon. Here comes our Deerling, who's happy.
Oh, really?
And then the Source box should be nearby. Yes, you're both very happy. Where is that Source box? I heard it. There we go. Right. That's apparently the photo you need, is specifically hooves in the air that makes you happy. This will then take us to the sunny spot to finish, but we're not going to do that. We should have the one we need there. I must have just not had quite the right Deerling for that. Because I've got a 4-star Deerling from that reunion, so... But 4-star versus actually complete the LenTalk request, we know are a little different. But yes, hooves in the air is your key. Let's submit that.
Perfect timing.
Not as good as the 4-star Deerling we already have, but does complete the request, so let's go and submit that. And there we go. They found each other, thank goodness. Did you bring that together? That's awesome. You're awesome. So this next one is quite a complex one. A seasonal gathering. There's something mysterious about this place, don't you think? I get the feeling that the impossible could happen here. This is a tricky bastard. So first off, let's go to the sunny spot. I'm not sure we can just get there by scanning. I think we do actually have to do the little Deerling lost again, but that's fairly straightforward. It's just like the right Illumina orbs, basically. Well, I did do the little Deerling lost, so I don't know if I have to not do it, or if I can get this way without doing that, but either way, I've done it. So, here in the sunny spot, stuff gets complicated. So, we'll start off by definitely not doing the speeder, and we need to kind of keep scanning over to the left. There we go, there is our Espeon. If we keep scanning, it'll hop down. At this point, we need to get it to eat some fluff fruit. Come on, eat, eat. Brilliant. It should now head back up. Yep, and it's going to climb. Up it goes. And it will make its way over to there. At that point, we need to keep hitting it with Illumina orbs at this point. You'll know you've got it because it'll start cleaning itself. There we go. And then it will hop down further. We are done with that. Now we need to repeatedly hit this Illumina orb in the clearing. This, plus our Espeon, will start summoning Sourcebuck of all 4 seasons. At this point, I would strongly recommend staying zoomed in, just because you need all the time in the world to get all 4 Sourcebuck here. All the Deerlings are gathering, which is great, but we just need these guys to gather towards the middle. So let's keep hitting that Crystal Bloom, and they should keep summoning in. When they are close enough, we need to get them to do a behavior together. But we need a lot of time for it. Because we need to play the melody when we've got all of them. And you will have precious few seconds to do this. I'm staying zoomed in because zooming in makes the Neo 1 move slower. So it gives just a little bit more chance on this. Let's try it here now. I don't think I got that. You saw them doing that howl, but they need to all howl at the same time. And it is tricky to do. Let's see if I did it. My gut would say no. It is a new behavior of Sourcebuck. A 3-star one, which I've not got before. And we have got a 4-star Sourcebuck, but we have not quite got the LenTalk request. Let's try that again. I'll see if you need to do Little Deerling Lost or not for it. We don't need to do Little Deerling Lost. We do just get the option for the Sunny Spot each time we go past, which is nice. Right, let's try this again then. They're all up and moving now. And now we just need to wait until they are all in position. Now there's autumn, there's spring, there's summer, and there's winter over there. I'm going to try and lure them a bit closer to the middle with fluff fruit as well. I don't know if that works on the adult source box, but there we go. There's 3 of them. Come on, winter. Yes, come on. Come on, lads. And whoop. That's the shot. Beautiful. Let's get some more to be sure. Right, brilliant. Let's submit that. Yeah, that was annoying because A, it's a difficult series of events, and also you just need to sit through like 3/4 of the level to actually get to the sunny spot at the end. It's not even the only one in the sunny spot. But there we go. A couple of these are the request. That's a fairly zoomed in one, which I quite like. That is definitely the request. Checking. Yep, that is definitely the request. Not that I'm at all paranoid about that, but I've got good reason, damn it. Crystal on that. Brilliant. Even better than that existing one. And let's go and submit the request. What a photo! I doubt anyone could ever recreate it. Well, I'm sure they could if they followed my excellent guide I've just laid out for it. Anyway, up next we are doing... Where is it? Here we go. Weird crossing. Okay, listen, you're not going to believe what I saw. Bulbasaur was coasting across the surface of the water all like whoosh. I'm not kidding! So we need to just get to the end of the level for this, which is just a lot of sitting. That's Celebi. But that's not what we're after. So what we need to do here is over to the right fairly soon. We will see... Oh, there's a Beware. We will see a pond which will have a Lotad and a Bulbasaur in it. Well, a Lotad in it, a Bulbasaur near it. So there's your Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur wanders around and it'll walk up to the edge of the pond. When it does, hit the Lotad with an Illumina Orb. Then Bulbasaur should approach the edge of the water. Go on. Go over. Yep. Come on. Approach the water, Bulbasaur. Are you shitting me? Do I just have to do all that again? I've just got to sit through the whole bloody level. Oh, for God's sake. The forest is so infuriating just because it's so long. Ugh. Right, let's make sure we get this time. I think we have to have the Lotad glowing at exactly the right time, so I'm just going to keep the bastard glowing. We can't go wrong if that's the case, right? Oh! Was that a fucking Magikarp? Well, that's not what I was after at all.
It's time.
The fuck's the Bulbasaur gone now? This is some nonsense. There he is, he's coming around the side. Now, when he approaches the edge, we want to hit him with an Illumina Orb, and when they're both glowing at the same time... There we go. Bulbasaur on the Lotad, that's what we're aiming for. I believe this is a Bulbasaur shot, not a Lotad shot. I'm going to take both to be sure, but there we go. Cool, let's submit that. Hurrah! 3-star on the Bulbasaur for it riding on a Lotad. And 3-star on the Lotad for it being ridden by a Bulbasaur. Neither's a 4-star, but both are new. Bronze on the Bulbasaur. No, that was the Lotad. And silver on the Bulbasaur. Cool, let's lock in that request. See, it's coasting right. Oh, it was just riding on a Lotad. Still though. Cool. Everything else, I think, basically for the rest of this episode is all at the end of that session, the end of the forest. So we'll just be, there's a lot of just sitting through the forest for me. Superior always seems so stuffy and serious. Do you think it ever takes a moment to relax? A moment's rest. Let's head to the end. Right, now here at the end, we just got to keep an eye to the left, and there's a Superior there. We need to hit it with an Illumina Orb right in the tail there, and as we round the corner, if we've done it right, it will pop out. Brilliant. That's a decent shot of it anyway, but we need to have it first eat a fluff fruit. Then when it's nice and happily fed, we then play the melody. And it curls up and goes to sleep. And that is the shot we are looking for of the sleeping Superior. 1, 2, 3, nice and straightforward. Let's see how we did there. Wonderful, 4 stars, that shot there. Let's submit that. And it's gold, brilliant, and concludes the request. Let's cash the request in. You're getting used to how this process works by now. Oh, sleep photography. You showed the professor one photo of 50 species sleeping. That's slightly weird. And there we go, sleeping Superior. Oh, whoa, you found it sleeping. I didn't think it was even capable of relaxing this much. There we go. What is up next? Up next is... Where's it gone? I swear I just saw it. There we go, down there. Danger warning. When a beware waves its arms around wildly, that's a warning that it's on guard. If you're out taking photos and see one of these start waving, watch out. Cool, let's head to the end of the level again. I'm also going to show, just so you're aware of it, Myth of the Forest. All those ruins scattered around the forest got me thinking, maybe Celebi is waiting for its friends. That one's an annoyingly hard one to get, which requires me to go to the end, so I think I might have a crack at it whenever I'm at the end of the level, just to see, because it requires one very difficult shot with an Illumina Orb, so we'll see if we can get that. Right, so for Celebi, I need to basically nail a shot on it there with an Illumina Orb, and it's real hard to do. But for now, what I need to do is this Beware. Chuck many fluff fruits at it, and just kind of keep hitting him repeatedly. And eventually it'll raise its arms, which means it's going to fucking come at you. Which means we leg it away. And we're going to move quite fast through this thing now, which means obviously getting that Celebi shot is now much harder. That is not a fluff fruit, by the way, that thing there. That is an Applin, which we've not actually seen before. But I knew it was there, I just kind of forgotten that we'd never actually got it. Anyway, we've got the Beware, so let's head to the end of the level. I mean, I could just quit, but I guess we're right here.
Great job.
Oh god, the bastards followed us to the end, that's horrifying. So, we have got ourselves the 4-star. God, that's annoying. The 4-star isn't the feckin'... irritating that the 4-star is not the LenTalk request. We'll have to take another shot at that and it'll make getting the Celebi much more annoying. There we go. Well, there's the LenTalk request at least. Let's just do that. And, yep, let's submit an Applin as well. Crystal on that. And then the Applin will not be amazing because it's a bit of a distant shot. Because I forgot it was Melody, not Illumina Orb to wake him up. But hey, Applin added to the decks, which is cool. Which we'll actually need for a LenTalk request, which we're going to do next time. Hey, and that also levels the forest up to max. Not that it matters, but it's cool to see. Right, the next two we're going to try and do in one maneuver. Both of which are in the sunny spot. Let's have a look. Well, first of all, let's obviously clock the Beware in. Ridiculous. Wait, you photographed it after I warned you? I understand your curiosity, but, well, at least you were safe in the Neo 1. So, up next, the two we are going to attempt are... Where have they gone? A tad happy. Have you ever seen a Lotad look really, really happy? Because I have, and I've got the photo to prove it. Maybe I'll show you sometime. And also, a calming air. Phil and Rita told me that I tried to feed Espeon fluff fruit, but it wouldn't bite. Why don't you give it a try? We've actually seen that already this episode, annoyingly. I kind of just forgot to do it at the time because I didn't organise my notes properly. It's the Espeon at the end in the sunny spot that we feed. But also, the thing with the Lotad is also in the sunny spot at the end, so we're just going to head to the sunny spot for now. So, our first business is this Lotad here. Hit it with a fluff fruit square in the face, and it will head off into the water. It's going to deal with some other Lotad there later on, but we will also just keep an eye here. Is it going to join with these ones immediately? If I press the melody here... Yes, they go underwater. Come on. Do it. Indeed, they now form a Lotad tower. And we take a photo of the one on top when it is dancing all happy. That is a tad happy. Now we should still hopefully have time to get the Espeon down. Come on, Espeon. Hop down. And then we just need to get it feeding. Brilliant. I'm pretty sure that is exactly the shot we need. Realistically, could have got both of those when I was here doing the Sourcebook one, but the Sourcebook one was complicated. I didn't want to focus out on anything else, but I had all of that going on, just because you've got so little time to actually do it. But that should be both a Tad Happy and a Calming Air done. Indeed it is, so let's submit. That's a really good one, and that's definitely the request. And then this is a 3-star, not a 4-star recipe on actually, but is also our request there. That is a crystal on the Lotad, as it should be. And silver on the Espion, which is fair enough. I was a bit slow on it because I was busy getting Lotad. And now we just have the Celebi one to do, which is infuriating. We'll just have to keep trying it. It's just very difficult, but it's at least when I'm not focusing on the Beware, I should be able to do it. So I'll see you at the end of the level. Right, so in this section here, as ever, we've got to try and nail Celebi with a Illumina Orb. He does fly around a fair bit. By the time he teleports away, it's too late, and his movement isn't random. He moves in exactly the same pattern every time. I'm just bad at it. There's your moment. Oop, got him. Right, cool. So, with that, we've done the first step. Probably the hardest, but there we go. As we pass beneath the tree roots, we need to look over to where the applin was, which is over there. Here we need to throw some more fruits over there, and then our Celebi appears over there, and if we're lucky, it will start snacking. Let's take a photo of that anyway, because that's probably pretty cool. Right, now it will move somewhere different. Remember when we saw that Superior right at the end near the ruins? That's where we're looking now. When it appears up there, we need to hit it with another Illumina Orb. And then, it should bring its friends.
It's time.
There we go. Now, Melody. And that is the Myth of the Forest. Holy shit, I did not think I was going to be able to do that first try. That is one of the more annoying ones, just because it's not so bad when you know what you're doing, but getting to that stage of, like, hitting with the Illumina Orb, and then it disappears, and then knowing you need to summon it back with fruit at the Applin point, and then see it on the ruins, it's just, there's a lot going on, and it's really easy to miss that first chance to hit it with the Illumina Orb, and then you've just got to sit through the whole level again. Due to all the sitting through, yeah, I have been recording for 1 hour and 10 minutes just for this first forest episode, which we are at the end of, but we have still got 8 more to do in the forest, 2 in each season, basically. So that will be next time. But we have got here ourselves a really nice 4-star LenTalk request, Legendary Celebi, which is brilliant. Let's do this indeed. I quite agree. That is, of course, a crystal. Let's go and clock that request in to end up the episode. 7,000 photos snapped in total. I suspect a lot of that has been in the last few episodes when we've been really nailing through it with burst mode. Though I suppose, because I'm only doing one thing each level, I'll only take a couple of bursts, so it'll be like 12 or 14 max, whereas like when I was first running through levels, I was taking the full 72 of photos like every single time, so who knows. Anyway, let's clock in that final request. There, I missed it. The Myth of the Forest. Indeed, it was waiting for its friends, so Celebi was waiting for its friends after all. Thanks for looking into that hunch of mine. And we will call it there. Next episode, we're going to be continuing in the forest, doing the ones in the different seasons, which will at least be faster from my perspective, and then doing the relatively small number of LenTalk requests at both day and night in the river. I hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.